Guatemala may not be the first destination that comes to mind when thinking about retirement or traveling abroad, but you might be surprised. A large American expat community has chosen this country as their second home. However, Guatemala also has some incredibly unusual lifestyles. Have you ever met a girl who doesn't care about money? In this country, women don't marry rich husbands. On top of that, they are very welcoming and friendly toward international visitors. It's also common to see people walking around without clothes in public. Some vehicles might look appealing from the outside, but they aren't actually safe. Yet despite these peculiarities, many tourists are still drawn to this land. Is it because of the high-quality infrastructure, the stunning beaches, or the fact that you can live here for as little as $125 a week? That's right, you heard it correctly. Get ready to explore and experience life in Guatemala in today's travel documentary. This is a place where you can watch the sunrise over the Caribbean Sea and witness the sunset over the Pacific Ocean. It is one of the rare countries in the world that lies between two oceans. And unlike many parts of Mexico and the United States, you can drive between these two bodies of water in less than a day. Located in Central America, Guatemala is a relatively small country with an area of about 41,865 square miles, roughly the combined size of Maryland and West Virginia. It is bordered by Mexico to the north, the Pacific Ocean to the southwest, the Caribbean Sea to the east, Honduras to the southeast, El Salvador to the south, and Belize to the northeast. In reality, Guatemala is the largest landmass in Central America, but for its government and citizens, the territory should be even bigger. Why? Because Guatemala has long claimed about 50% of Belize's land, around 4,247 square miles, as its own. In fact, Guatemala once considered all of Belize to be part of its territory, not just half. This dispute dates back to colonial times when both lands were under Spanish rule, and the tension continues to this day. If you look at official Guatemalan maps, the country appears larger due to adjusted borders. Despite attempts by the UK, the United Nations, and the Organization of American States, OAS, to mediate, the issue remains unresolved. The case has been taken to the International Court of Justice, but a final ruling has yet to be made. While there is no active conflict, Guatemala and Belize have not fully normalized their relations. Interestingly, though, the border between the two countries remains open, allowing residents and travelers to move freely. Would you like to know why Guatemala is so determined to claim Belize, even though Belize refuses, and major international organizations and the International Court of Justice have attempted to mediate? If you're curious, comment the number 8 below the video and we'll share more details in the comments. Not only is Guatemala the largest country in Central America, but it is also the most populous with 18 million people. Due to its history as a former Spanish colony, Spanish is the official language here. So if you know a bit of Spanish, it can be incredibly useful. Additionally, Guatemalans are very traditional and deeply religious. Over 90% of the population is Christian, making Guatemala a rather conservative country. This is especially evident in the way people dress and behave. It is rare to see Guatemalans wearing revealing clothing. However, tourists are free to dress however they like without any issues. While some travel websites suggest dressing modestly to respect local customs, the truth is that many visitors wear casual outfits without facing any negative reactions from the locals. Guatemala City is the capital of Guatemala, the largest city in the country, and one of the most important cities in Central America. The first thing you'll notice upon arriving is the breathtaking mountains surrounding the city, creating a truly impressive and unique landscape. One particularly commendable aspect of Guatemala City is its remarkable cleanliness. The streets are rarely littered thanks to an efficient urban sanitation system and hard-working workers who keep the city spotless. However, if you prefer peace and quiet, Guatemala City may not be the ideal choice. It is a bustling, lively city filled with the sounds of traffic, street activities, and a fast-paced lifestyle. If New York has Fifth Avenue, then Paseo de la Sexta is Guatemala City's lively equivalent. This is the busiest avenue in the capital, where you can stroll among the crowds, savor street food, admire street art, and fully immerse yourself in the city's energy. But what makes Paseo de la Sexta truly special isn't just its modern atmosphere or bustling shops, it's the charming and hospitable Guatemalan women. Walking along this avenue, you'll witness a vibrant display of Guatemala's diverse beauty. From petite Maya women with warm brown skin and deep mysterious eyes to mestizo girls with sharp features and long glossy black hair, and even the Garifuna community with sun-kissed skin and natural curls, each ethnic group possesses its own distinct charm. One striking characteristic of Guatemalan women is their petite stature. In fact, some adult women appear almost childlike. In other words, Guatemalan women are often referred to as some of the shortest in the world. Imagine a tiny Guatemalan woman standing next to a Dutch woman, who come from the tallest nation in the world. The contrast would be stunning. The shorter-than-average height of Guatemalan women is influenced by multiple factors, including genetics, living conditions, and childhood nutrition. However, their small stature has contributed to their remarkable resilience and strength. Now let's talk about a unique dating standard in Guatemala. While many women around the world are attracted to wealthy men or dream of love stories straight out of a French romance film, Maya women in Guatemala have a completely different preference. Instead of falling for men who are smooth talkers or those who give expensive gifts, their ideal partner is someone who is hardworking, determined, and responsible when it comes to family life. To them, a man who spends his days giving compliments, handing out flowers, and speaking sweet words might just be a smooth talker with no real substance. All talk, no action holds no value in their eyes. On the other hand, a man who may not say much but wakes up early to work, build a home, and take care of his family is truly someone they can rely on. Additionally, many Guatemalan women are curious about new cultures, especially those from abroad. As a result, more and more women here are eager to marry foreign men. In fact, a growing number of people are rushing to learn English in hopes of increasing their chances of communicating with foreign men. What about you? Are you intrigued by these women? Would you like to know more about their qualities? If you're interested, leave a comment below this video, and we'll share more insights about them, along with some tips on how to win their hearts. You may not know this, but Guatemala is becoming a favorite destination for many expat communities, especially Americans. According to statistics from the U.S. Embassy, there are currently between 10,000 and 20,000 Americans living here. Compared to other foreign communities such as Spaniards, Germans, Canadians, and South Koreans, Americans still make up the largest expat group in Guatemala. Most of them settle in Antigua, a stunning colonial city with a European vibe, known for its cobblestone streets, historic architecture, artistic cafes, and international restaurants. Antigua is not only an ideal place to live due to its mild year-round climate, but it also offers high-quality hospitals and international schools that cater to the needs of the expat community. However, beyond the beautiful scenery and modern conveniences, it is the people of Guatemala who truly make this country a beloved home for many foreigners. Guatemalans are warm, welcoming, and always ready to lend a helping hand. They greet foreigners with friendly smiles, enjoy engaging in conversations about culture, and often invite visitors to try traditional dishes like tamales, pipián, or Guatemala's world-renowned coffee. Aside from the large American community in Guatemala, you'll also notice another interesting American influence: the familiar yellow school buses. After about 10 years of service or reaching 150,000 miles, these buses are auctioned off and shipped to Guatemala, where they undergo a fascinating artistic transformation. These buses are repainted in vibrant rainbow colors, decorated with intricate patterns, flashing LED lights, and shiny chrome accessories, turning them into iconic symbols of Guatemalan transportation. Locals call them chicken buses, but what makes chicken buses truly unique isn't just their flashy appearance. It's the unexpected experience inside. These buses are often packed with passengers, and occasionally you might find yourself sharing a ride with some unexpected guests, like chickens, ducks, or even small pigs. However, we strongly advise against taking these buses, especially at night. You never know if you'll have bad luck and run into pickpockets or worse. Central America in general has a reputation for safety concerns, and Guatemala is no exception. Crime rates can be quite high, especially in certain areas of Guatemala City and places with limited security. However, this doesn't mean the entire country is unsafe. In reality, popular tourist destinations such as Antigua, Lake Atitlan, Flores, Tikal, and Quetzaltenango are often crowded with visitors and relatively safe. In these areas, local authorities place a strong emphasis on security with the presence of tourist police and enhanced protective measures. On the other hand, one of the places strongly advised against visiting is La Limonada, the largest slum in Central America. While thousands of Americans move to Guatemala to enjoy a peaceful retirement, the opposite is true for many residents of this slum. Dozens migrate to the U.S. in hopes of earning money and securing a better future. Located in the heart of Guatemala City, La Limonada is nothing short of a suffocating maze of narrow alleyways and makeshift homes built from bricks and corrugated metal, lacking electricity and access to clean water. More than 60,000 people are crammed into an area of less than 1 square mile, where crime, unemployment, and poverty are persistent issues. It's hard to believe that in Guatemala's most developed city, a staggering 60% of the population still lives in poverty, a stark reminder of the country's vast wealth disparity. Here, many people struggle to find enough food, lack proper clothing, and even using a restroom is considered a luxury, as long lines form just to access basic sanitation. Life is so harsh that for many families there is no other option but to migrate, searching for opportunities in the U.S. or other countries, hoping to send money back to loved ones trapped in the cycle of poverty. What are your thoughts on life in this area? Share your opinions in the comments below. Guatemala is a paradise of vibrant festivals, where indigenous culture blends seamlessly with Catholic traditions to create unique and lively experiences. One of the most spectacular festivals in Central America is Semana Santa in Antigua, which draws thousands of visitors each year. The city's charming colonial streets transform into a breathtaking canvas of Alfombra carpets. Intricately designed pathways made from flower petals, dyed sand, and colorful sawdust. Massive processions featuring statues of Christ and the Virgin Mary are carried on the shoulders of hundreds of participants dressed in striking purple robes, creating an atmosphere that is both solemn and mesmerizing. Local women, dressed in traditional woven skirts, stand by the roadside scattering flower petals, while the deep, resonant sounds of brass bands fill the air, making visitors feel as if they've stepped into a classic, emotion-filled film. Another unmissable event is the Chichicastenango Festival, where Mayan culture comes to life like never before. Held in the town of Chichicastenango, this festival is a fusion of Catholic rituals and indigenous Mayan beliefs. The streets burst with color as traditional dances take center stage, with the most famous being Baile de la Conquista, a dramatic reenactment of the Spanish conquest, performed by dancers in dazzling masks and elaborate costumes. Excited crowds gather around vibrant parades, moving to the rhythmic beat of drums while clouds of incense rise from Santo Tomas Church, where Mayan shamans perform sacred ceremonies on the ancient stone steps. Local women wear huipils, their brilliantly woven blouses, adding to the festival's picturesque beauty. Beyond its vibrant traditional festivals, Guatemala is home to countless breathtaking destinations, where visitors can immerse themselves in stunning natural landscapes. One must-visit location is Lake Atitlan, a shimmering blue gem nestled among majestic volcanoes. Its crystal-clear waters reflect the sky and the colorful lakeside villages where travelers can go kayaking, hiking, or simply relax and soak in the peaceful beauty of nature. Villages like San Pedro, Santiago, and San Juan La Laguna offer the perfect stops to meet friendly locals, savor Guatemala's world-famous coffee, and explore traditional Mayan weaving workshops. About 2 hours' drive from Guatemala City, Monterrico is an ideal destination for unwinding and reconnecting with nature. Visitors can swim in the warm waters, lounge on the soft sandy beaches, or take part in thrilling activities like surfing, jet skiing, and horseback riding along the shore. This is also one of the best spots to witness a breathtaking sunset, as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of purple and casting a golden glow across the water. Beyond its stunning landscapes, Monterrico is famous for the Biotopo Monterrico Hawaii Sea Turtle Reserve, where visitors can participate in conservation programs and witness baby turtles making their first journey to the ocean. If you visit during the peak season from June to December, you might even have the rare opportunity to join a nighttime tour to see mother turtles laying eggs on the beach, an unforgettable and deeply moving experience. What to eat in Guatemala? This is a question every traveler asks when visiting this vibrant country. Guatemalan cuisine offers a unique blend of Mayan heritage and Spanish influences, creating bold and flavorful dishes. The iconic dish here is pipián, a rich and spicy stew made with chicken or beef, potatoes, corn, and a sauce of dried chilies, tomatoes, and aromatic herbs. If you're in the mood for street food, pupusas are a must-try. Crispy grilled corn cakes stuffed with cheese, refried beans, or shredded pork. Another must-try soup is kakik, a spicy turkey broth infused with coriander, acayote, and dried chilies, delivering a bold and aromatic flavor. If you have a sweet tooth, relanidos, deep-fried mashed plantains filled with black beans and cinnamon, make for a delicious dessert. Guatemala is also a paradise for coffee lovers, especially those from Antigua and Huehuetenango, where coffee beans are known for their rich aroma, chocolatey aftertaste, and mild acidity. With such a diverse culinary scene, Guatemalan food is sure to impress any traveler. Guatemala is becoming an attractive destination, not just for its stunning landscapes and rich culture, but also for its free public healthcare system, which extends to foreign visitors in emergency situations. If you need medical attention while in Guatemala, public hospitals such as Hospital General San Juan de Dios and Hospital Roosevelt provide free emergency care. Basic medical services from urgent treatments to general consultations are offered at little to no cost, allowing travelers to enjoy their trip without financial worries. Next, let's talk about the cost of living in Guatemala. As a developing country, the cost of living here is relatively affordable. One of the biggest expenses is rent. In Guatemala City, a one-bedroom apartment costs between $400 and $700 per month, while in smaller cities like Antigua or Quetzaltenango, rent ranges from $250 to $500 per month. If you choose to live with roommates or rent a single room in a shared apartment, the cost can drop to $150 to $300 per month. If you plan to buy a home in Guatemala, prices can go up to $200,000 US. Another major expense is food. If you cook at home and buy groceries from local markets, your monthly food expenses can range from $150 to $300. Some common grocery prices are as follows: rice 1 kilogram $1.50, chicken breast 1 kilogram $4 to $5, eggs 12 count $2.50 to $3.50, milk 1 liter $1.50 to $2, mixed vegetables 1 kilogram $2 to $5. If you eat out frequently, your food costs will be higher. A meal at a local eatery costs around $3 to $6, while dining at a mid-range restaurant can set you back $10 to $20 per meal. For upscale restaurants, expect to pay anywhere from $40 to $100 per person. If you enjoy coffee, a cappuccino at a cafe costs about $2 to $5, while a beer at a bar ranges from $3 to $6 per bottle. Transportation costs depend on how you get around. Public buses, commonly known as chicken buses, are very cheap, costing only 50 cents to $1.50 per ride. An Uber or taxi within the city costs between $3 and $15 per trip depending on the distance. Renting a motorcycle costs between $50 and $150 per month, while renting a car can cost between $300 and $700 per month. Utilities like electricity, water, and internet are also important budget considerations. A small apartment typically costs $50 to $100 per month for electricity, water, and gas. High-speed internet costs around $30 to $60 per month, while a mobile phone plan with 4G data costs $10 to $20 per month. If you subscribe to cable TV or streaming services, add another $10 to $25 per month. Beyond essential expenses, there are other costs to consider. A gym membership ranges from $25 to $50 per month. A movie ticket costs around $5 to $10. If you enjoy weekend getaways, trips can cost between $50 and $150 per trip. Outdoor activities like trekking or ecotourism tours range from $20 to $100, depending on the experience. If you have children, private school tuition in Guatemala can be quite expensive. International schools cost anywhere from $300 to $1,500 per month, depending on the grade level. Hiring a part-time housekeeper costs around $2 to $5 per hour, while a full-time domestic worker can earn between $150 and $400 per month. For an average person, the monthly cost of living in Guatemala ranges from $500 to $1,500, depending on the city and lifestyle. If you're visiting for a week, you can expect to spend between $300 and $600. With this cost, do you think Guatemala is a destination for you, whether for travel or relocation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Finally, for U.S. citizens, Guatemala offers a warm welcome with visa-free entry for stays of up to 90 days. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay. This visa exemption also applies to citizens of the European Union and many other countries. If you're considering making Guatemala your retirement or travel destination, the Pensionado program is your gateway. To qualify, you must prove a stable monthly income of at least $1,000, usually from a pension or retirement fund. Each dependent must provide an additional $200 per month. The application process requires submitting a completed form, a valid passport with notarized copies, a police clearance certificate, and proof of income. Processing times may vary, but patience will reward you with the opportunity to enjoy Guatemala's rich culture and stunning natural beauty. That wraps up our journey exploring life in Guatemala in today's travel documentary. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this useful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with others. See you in the next travel documentary.